Hi there, I'm so glad that I've got your company tonight. It's Esther from Stampin' Star Creations. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in the UK, so I get to play with and create and sell and love the products that I use, which are available at my shop. So do subscribe to my channel if you're not a subscriber already. At the moment I'm doing a Christmas countdown. We are on countdown number 4. So I'm trying to come on Monday and Tuesday evenings to show you a Christmas project using Stampin' Up products. Tonight I have for you a project, and it is using the snowfront stamp set. Thankfully on YouTube this doesn't come out mirror image. I've realised you can actually see this and read it face to face, which is fantastic. I'm just going to give a moment for people to hop on. Do let me know, especially if it's your first time or if you're just hopping on, so I can see who's joining me. So welcome Ellie, Jeannie, Karen and Vanessa. Thank you everybody, and no doubt there's a few more of you on here. Hi, Karen from New Zealand. Amazing. Hi, Wendy and Janice. I've just literally done a Facebook Live and I've come on over here. So you can go and catch my Facebook Live if you want. Hi, Louisa. I've been playing with sprinkles and with this new stamp set. Actually, I try and remember to put my Facebook Lives on YouTube because I know that not everybody does both. Sorry about the look. I'm a bit coldy, so I've been rubbing my upper lip, blowing my nose a lot. So amazingly, my nose is holding out at the moment. So let's hope it still holds out for the rest of this live, because I want to show you what I'm up to. I am going to try and call up my details on here if I can, if it will let me, so that I hope they won't talk back at me. Yeah, so I didn't have any chapstick, but I did get out some Vaseline earlier, which was really doing the trick and helping. Thank you for the thumbs up already, I appreciate that. So because I've rushed over from my Facebook Live, just bear with me as I prepare for you guys now. So I've got to move out all the water and sprinkles out of the way and concentrate on my next project. So I had a play with Snowfront and I wanted to do something a little bit different from what I've seen already, and I was having this idea and I had a little play. So I've not played since, so this is you seeing me hopefully recreate how I played and what I played with. So I wanted to use real red, garden green, and in the other basket, early espresso. Good evening there, Steph. Welcome, and hi, Vicky. Somebody finally, there he is. Got a new early espresso. Okie dokes. Let's put these baskets out the way and getting overrun with things on my desk already. Just take a quick swig of tea while I get ready. Okay, so a couple of ideas for you tonight, if I can try and recreate them. We're going to go with the easiest one first. So the first one, if you have the stamp set, if not, you could buy it at my shop, Stampin' Star Creations.co.uk. That will take you straight to my shop. Is using, oh, did you see that spinning? That was pretty cool. Is using this tree stamp here. So there's a few trees in this set. You've got these skeleton trees, and then you've got these lovely fern trees, all different sizes, and then you've got the trees on the mountains. So we're using this long tree here. We're going in with early espresso, and this is just shimmer white cardstock. It's a Stampin' Up cardstock, which is very smooth and nice to work with, especially if you're doing stuff with our inks. Some of your words are cutting out. Sorry about that. I think it's the YouTube thing. I blame it on YouTube because I noticed it did that yesterday on some of my videos. So I'll try and talk slowly in the hope that you catch what I'm saying. Sometimes going out and coming back in sometimes work, but I blame it on YouTube because I know that other people have had issues. So which side am I stamping? I think it was this side. So if you look at the tree, you might just imagine that the tree is split in two. So I'm going to stamp the right hand side. I think that's right. I'm just going to get a piece of scrap paper for underneath my surface. Is that one there? Yeah. Okay, so I'm inking up the right hand side of my stamp like that. Okay, and then, oops, starting in the corner, like I said, I'm trying to recreate something I've already done, which is a little bit tricky when you've only done it once. Starting in the top corner of the page. Hi there, Ali, welcome. Great to see you. I'm going to stamp that down. Smudge already. Let's turn over and start again. Try and avoid the smudge. This is a brand new ink pad, so I think it just... Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Without the smudge. Okay, so don't worry about the shadowing. You might just get a little bit of shadowing happening. And I'm going to branch out down here. Again, I'm trying to look at my prototype to see what I did. Sorry, I have to get off now while watching. We'll finish watching tomorrow. No worries, Wendy. Thank you. Yeah, hopefully no more trolls. Thank you for stopping by and saying hello. Appreciate it. And let's come down a little bit further down here. I think I'm going to extend the branch a little bit. So try and find a bit to actually, like real branches, they actually kind of link together. Okay. So you might get a bit of smudging. I don't know if you can see that. But like I said, don't worry about that because we're going to fill that over. Oh, I told a lie. There's another stamp set I've used as well, which I'm going to grab out. And it's perfectly plaid. I forgot about that. So I'm just going to find which tree I used. I think it was this. Oh, looks like lots of trees. So I'm using the largest tree in the set. No, not the largest ones anyway. The 3 of those. And then there's like a skinny tree. So I don't think it really matters too much. And I'm using the colour garden green for these. I should have put some more blocks out, but just use these. And then let's have a look. Okay, let's start with the little one first. We're just going to stamp more than once. 1, 2, 3, using up all the ink that's on your stamp. So we're using these for the ends of the branches where they naturally get thinner. Hi Mary, from Maple Creek in Canada, welcome. Great to have you join in. So use this to cover up any boo-boos. Like I said, there's a few smudges there, which I'm going to cover up. Okay, so I'm just working more towards the ends of the branches, and now I'm going to get my other tree stamp and just kind of fill that in a bit more where it gets thicker towards the actual fir tree. And remember, think about how, with fir trees, they tend to splay out, don't they? And do you know what? I'm going to leave some gaps because there's more to add onto this picture. So these are great for like a masculine card if you don't want it too heavy or something that's not going to take ages and ages. So now I'm going to bring in Perfectly Plaid, which I really forgot that I was going to use this stamp set. And I'm taking out the realistic looking pine cone and this dotty pine cone here. Now I'm going to take my stamps off and put them somewhere where I'm not going to lose them. Just pop them on another block. And actually, let me just, excuse me a minute, grab out another block. Yeah, Maple Creek does sound lovely. What a wonderful effect. Thank you, Louisa. Way to use the set. Thank you, Vicky. Right, so I'm going to stamp on some pine cones as if it's a pine tree. Now, I did try stamping off with the pine cones, but they looked a little bit odd. Pine cones tend to kind of grow in groups, or you get the odd one. So just think about how your branch is hanging, so they'll be hanging down. This is laden This is a tree with a lot of pine cones on it. And, you know, take advantage of using up, not using up, but filling in any smudges you might have. And just take a step back and have a look at your project. What? Why did it beat you off, Steph? Oh, thank you, Ellie and Ali. Okay, so with that little, these other little ones that come in the set, so these can match up with this shape here to make another different pine cone, but I'm going to use them slightly differently tonight with the real red. Is it that one? Oh, no, I told you another lie. Forget what I said. It's not that one, it's this one. It's a good job I've got a prototype next to me. Now, just incidentally, somebody left a comment to say that it would be helpful if I showed people the project I'm making before I make it. So sometimes I don't know what I'm making. I can now show you my prototype really quickly because I quite like the surprise of creating in front of you, and so you see the process of how things are made. So sometimes I don't always have something to show you before I actually get started. Sometimes it's an idea that you know, takes shape after I've done it. So this is out the snowfront stamp set, just to be clear about that. This is out of here, and this can act as snow to go on your trees or things like that. So this is out of here, and I'm using this. Oh, I've got a sticker going on here to create just the idea of berries. I don't know if you get berries on a pine tree, but in my picture you do. Bit of artistic license. Hi there, Joy. Great to see you. Right, so what I did take out of here is the sentiment, and I've used "May this special season in love and joy." But what else is there? Hoping that your busy year comes together in Christmas cheer. You could use that if you like. But I'm going to stick. Oh, what is going on? People are telling me it's stopping and rebooting. That's so annoying. Oh, I hope this video works. If not, I might have to record it and do it as a video rather than as a live. So sorry for those of you who are having troubles. Thank you for those who are sticking with me and not having troubles. I'm going to stand up for this to see where I'm stamping. So I'm using early espresso to put my sentiment on. Now you can leave it like this if you wanted to, but I went a step further. Yes, you keep jumping in and out. Ah, that's so annoying. I can understand your frustration. Sometimes actually it depends. Are you on an Apple? Just whispering. What do I sound like? I'm whispering. Could it be my mic? Is that better? I find sometimes my iPad jumps, so it might be your devices, maybe. Okay, now I used this earlier, so I'm just going to clean this up quick so I don't get smudges. Oh, that's strange. Well, I'll watch the replay. It'll be interesting to see if there's a problem with the replay. Okay, so I'm going to bring the mask back in and use these makeup brushes. Now, my prototype, I've done it in a grey colour, but I was just thinking to make it more Christmassy, why don't I do it in a red or a green? I'm thinking maybe red, real red, to make it, because we haven't got much red in our picture. I don't want to go on too heavy. But maybe just give it a bit of a blush in places. See what that looks like. Hi there, Susan. First time catching me live. Wow. Fantastic. Thank you for coming along. If you stick around, I've got another idea to share with you. So you ready for the great reveal? I'm just going to have a sneaky peek. Oh, yes, it works. You can't go wrong, can you? Let's have a look. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! Oh, I like it. What are you reckoning, folks? Let's get some cardstock out and see what that looks like on a bit of red. Oh, I like it. Right, let's see if I've got any greeny colour. The only green one I've got chopped up is this at the moment. That could work and make it more masculine-y and linen-y. Cool, that was fun. Right, let me just try it now. I'm going to run out of paper. There's another thing I wanted to show you. Let's just stick with that same design. Red backing, please, says Ellie. It does make it more Christmassy, but I'm just thinking that kind of nice old olive makes it look like nice and masculine. Everyone likes the red. All right. Got to keep you guys happy. I did. Let me see if I've got my experiment. Yes, I do. Oh, goody. I'll show you this one as well then. So with the same kind of principle, with that same stamp, and I'm sticking with the same colours. Keep that there. Oh. Excuse me. I'm going to show you a slightly different design. So again, just stamping half of our tree. Let's have a quick look at my prototype. Do you want to see the prototype or do you want a surprise? You tell me. I'll start stamping and I'll just wait for comments. You could put it through the subtle embossing folder too. Good idea. Yeah, that would make it look like a canvas or something, wouldn't it? It wants to be a surprise. I've got to remember how I did this. Let's move up a little tad. Surprise! I'll watch replay. I'm so sorry, Steph, that you're having issues. I really hope that these are resolved, and I hope it's not going to be an issue for my lives in general in future, because it's going to be jolly annoying otherwise, isn't it? I'm just going to come in maybe a little bit more to meet the middle. I'm very aware that I've got a brown patch there. Okay, maybe I've overdone it there. Let's just draw it back a bit up here. Add a few more twiglets. Oh, got a little smudge there. Right, again, don't worry too much about it. Let's just go with the flow. I'm going to try and get that smudge off. Or dab it in so it doesn't go too far. Okay, let's bring back our greenery stamps. Start with the bigger one first, just to fill in. So these are bows. Bow, as in B-O-U-G-H. Bows. Bows or bows? I always get this word wrong. I wish we wouldn't use that word at Christmas. It confuses me. Actually, I did use a different stamp for this. I didn't use this one. I used a different one. Shall I show you what I did before? Can I turn it over and show you? Because it does actually look different. I'm going to stamp really quickly. Sorry. Twiglet's my favourite snack that comes at Christmas. Does everyone get twiglets, or is it that's a UK thing, isn't it? Twiglets. I'm going to take that off because I'm going to end up smudging. Sometimes when you do something, you can see where you're going wrong, and sometimes it's just easier to start again and turn the page over rather than trying to fix a problem. Not always, sometimes. Just going to come back here a bit with the twig design. How do you pronounce that word? B-O-U-G-H-S. as in take a bow. Ah, bow. Karen says, how do you think of using your stamps like this? You're amazing. Thank you. Oh, twiglets. We'll have to get some twiglets and show you if I ever get some. They look like twigs, and they're kind of covered in kind of the Marmite stuff, or what you call Vegemite. Now, before I forget, I'm just going to grab out the different tree that I was going to use, because it does look different. I don't know why, it just does. So I'm using this bigger tree here. So where do I get my ideas? I think I have sometimes I have an idea in my head and I play with it, or I think I had the idea of the bow first and then it was trying to make it work. Sometimes just by playing, things happen and it just happens. It just depends. It depends on the stamp set. Yeah, I like Marmite. I prefer Bovril. Do you guys get Bovril? I suppose you don't get Bovril. That's similar but different, and it's nicer, in my opinion. Okay, there we go. Much better, much happier. So can you see the difference between that tree? Works fine there, just didn't quite this one. So slightly different design, but same stamp set. Let's add in our cones. I call them coins then. Pine cones. And this can be, you know, I think for like this, for example, I did look on Pinterest at bows. I got to stop myself from saying bows. That's a different word. Just to get an idea of what people use. And I think this is where I got the idea for the pine cones. To see that in people's houses they decorate it with these. You need to do a video, 10 ways to use a stamp. Might have to hit up the UK section of my grocery stores. Yeah, well, this is 2 ways. Maybe 3 ways to use a stamp differently. Another way to show you. And let's add in a little bit of a few berries. I think the red just helps to bring a bit of something Christmassy. Ta-da! Right. Okay. Now, what I did for this was split the words. Now, this isn't going to work on here, do you think? I've gone up a bit too high. Now, in my original, I'll just bring that back in. I split the words, so you've got Christmas here, and then hope that your busy year comes together in, which actually doesn't make sense. Because you've got to have that bit first, haven't you? So let's just have a look, see what else we've got. We've got Merry Christmas. Let's have a look. Christmas sparkle. Oh. Are you thinking Christmas sparkle on to put it on here? Do you think I could put in the Merry Christmas somewhere? Tell me, Ali, what are you thinking with Christmas sparkle? Now, can I get away with the red? You need a robin in the branches. That'd look really cute, wouldn't it? Oh, not stamped that right now. Because I've stamped this for the first time, just give it a few stamps just to make sure that the ink likes the stamp. Now, if I put a robin in the branches, will it? Okay, that's a little bit hidden, but maybe I should have stamped the sentiment first. Note to self. Should we see if a robin would fit in? He might look a little bit teeny tiny. I love the fact that these are facing both ways. Should I stick him up there, little tiny token, little token bird? No, just the red bits. Add some Christmas sparkle. Oh, I see. Right, I get you. Because we could always add a bit of Winker Stella. Should I put the little robin in? There we go. Just, you've got to look out for him. He's in there somewhere. Okay. Just going to put a bit of cleaner on that stamp. Actually, this is a good way of showing you. So I should have cleaned this off first, but I didn't. I've gone straight in my lovely, excuse me, messy cleaner. And I'm just going to let that sit. What about the robin from the Christmas countdown set? I don't have that. So if I left this, it would stain quite badly. But if you put your cleaner on pretty much straight away, I'm going to just clean that off. It will be pink, but it won't be as red. Look at that. It won't be as... That's pretty good, isn't it? So you've got a pink tint, but not as bad as before. Okay. I want to make this one slightly more vintagey-ish by... clear the decks a little bit. Where's the brown one that I used? Oh, I haven't used the brown one yet, have I? Silly. Okay, look how new my early espresso is. I haven't christened the other side yet. That's better. Right. Just going to get a little bit of this in the hope that it doesn't make it too... Oh, that's good. I'm just going to go around the edges of this. Make it nice and... Oh, pressing too hard. Nice and light, Esther. Just go lightly. Round and round. Oh, I've got to nearly burst into Christmas song then. Oh, I've got a bit of ink on my finger. I'll spare you today with my coldy voice. Oh, thank the Lord, my cold is holding out for now. Just for now, anyway. There, right. I'm still going to go with the masks because I want to. Which one shall we use? I think the dots might be a bit overkill. Trees would look a little bit odd, wouldn't they? What do we think? Trees or dots? Gold emboss would look nice. Oh, gold emboss. Dots, says Ellie. Gold emboss. How could I incorporate a bit of gold? Dot. Everybody says dot, dot, dot. Dot, 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 dot. Okay, let me just straighten it up. So don't worry, I'm not going to go too wild with the dots. But I just want there to be an element of dottage. Emboss the edge. I like your thinking, Vanessa. Going to really Christmassy up the card now, aren't we? Christmassy up the card now, aren't we? So just a hint of dots. Like I said, I don't want it over. Oh, I love it. These masks, they are so cheap. They're, in the UK, they're like £5 something. Somebody could let me know. That'd be really handy. Is it £5.50? That'd be really handy. Is it £5.50? And you get 4 masks. But this isn't the only thing you could do with these masks. You could do other things with them as well. Made up words are the best. Dottage. Just add edge on everything and you... Ready? Oh, just add edge on everything and you... Ready? Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Am I allowed to say that? It's kind of really like retro and vintage all in one. Okay, let's bring back a bit of red card. Oh, yes. Bit of red card. Oh, yes. Let's just try out the green. I know it's not the same green, which is probably why you're turning your nose up at the green one. But, oh, how fun. I didn't think about the masks until the last minute, which is good. I didn't think about the masks until the last minute, which is good because I like it with. It just adds depth, especially when you don't colour it all in the same kind of, you know, too heavy. Just, you know, and do it in different places. Oh, how exciting. Okay. Right, let's move on. Do you want me to... Oh, you talked about gold embossing, didn't you? I think you talked about gold embossing, didn't you? I think I'm going to leave it as it is because I want to show you one more thing. How long have I been on? Okay, not too bad. I'll show you one more thing. How long have I been on? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Oh, I'm looping. Oh, don't. Let me know if I'm back on because I've got one more thing to show you. Am I okay? Can you hear me? Oh, bother. Am I back? No, it looks like I'm looping. Okay.